Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Learn How to Sudoku, where we take a very easy variant Sudoku puzzle and we break it down in detail so that you can learn how to Sudoku. Today's very easy puzzle is called Cantilevered by PageDo, and here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in this grid, place a single digit from 1 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or designated 9-cell region, which in this case is a box. We have adjacent digits along a green German whisper line must differ by at least 5, or as I like to call them, whisper 5 lines. So, for example, if this were 3, this would have to be an 8 or a 9, because those are the only digits which are 5 or more away from 3. We have adjacent digits along an orange Dutch whisper line must differ by at least 4, or as I like to call them, whisper 4 lines. So this allows sort of the reason why I like to call them whisper 5 and whisper 4 is it makes it very clear what type of whisper line it is, and you can extend it without having to come up with other nationalities for these lines, right? So you could have whisper 1 lines, whisper 2 lines, whisper 3, whisper 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 lines, right? So, for example, if this were, say, a 7, this would have to be a 1, 2, or 3, because the only digits which are 4 or more away from 7 are 1, 2, and 3. And that's an example of how whisper 4 lines, or Dutch whisper lines, work. Digits on a gray PD palindrome line read the same forward and backwards. So this is a line here. This is a line here. This is a line here. And these are lines here. So they must read the same this way as it does this way. Same this. This reads the same that way as it does this way. And that's an example of how. And you could have an example. This could be 3, 2. Oh, that doesn't really work. But let's try 9, 2, 2, 9. That word reads the same this way as it does this way. So that's an example of how palindromes lines work. We have cells joined by an X sum to 10, cells joined by a V sum to 5, and not all X's or V's are given. So as an example, if this were, say, a 1, this would have to be a 4 to add up to 5. If this were, say, a 7, this would have to be 3, because these add up to 10. And those are examples of how X's and V's work. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's learn how to Sudoku. Okay. So along a whisper 5 line, as I'd like to call them, you have to have low digits next to high digits, because what digits can be next to the low digits, which are 1 through 4? Well, 4 can be next to 9, 3 can be next to 8 or 9, 2 can be next to 7, 8, or 9, and 1 can be next to 6 through 9. So next to 1 through 4, you always have a digit from 6 through 9, which is a high digit. And same thing vice versa. What digits can be next to 6 through 9? 6 can be next to 1, 7 can be next to 1 or 2, 8 can be next to 1 through 3, and 9 can be next to 1 through 4. So next to a high digit, you'll always have a 1 through 4, which is a low digit. So you always alternate between low digits and high digits. Well, what digits can be next to a V? You can either have 1, 4 adding up to 5, or 2, 3 adding up to 5. Those are the only possibilities. So this has to be 1, 2, 3, or 4. And if this were 4, it would be next to 2 unique digits on a whisper 5 line, which is not possible because 4 can only be next to 1 unique digit. So these have to, this is low, this is low, so this must be a high digit, and this must be a high digit. Well, on the other side of this palindrome line is the same digit, right? Because it must read the same either way. So this is a high, which makes this a low, which makes this a high, which makes this a low, which makes this a high. So this is the same as that digit, so therefore that must be a high. This is a low digit, so it's 1 through 4 here. And this is 1 through 4. So these are both low. That means on the other end, this must be low. To add up to 10, you have a low digit with a high digit, right? 1 through 4 adds up with 6 through 9 to add up to 10. This low digit is next to 5 through 9 here. We don't know if it's a high, actually, or not. These are 1 through 4 because they add up to 5. So these are both low, which makes this a high digit. That means in the rest of column 8, we have a 1 through 4 quadruplet, which eliminates 1 through 4 in the rest of the column, or 4 low digits. That's the same thing. So these must be 5 through 9. In row 5, we have these x's must contain 2 highs and 2 lows. That means we have 4 highs in the rest of row 5, which eliminates highs in the rest of the row. So this must be 1 through 5 here. This has to be 1 through 5 for the same reason. Oh, this is the same as this digit here. So this must be a low, which means this is a high to add up to it. And this low must be 1, 2, or 3. This is 7, 8, or 9. This must be 2, 3, 4, adding up to 5 here. What else do we have? This is the same digit as that. So that's... So this is a high digit. And this digit must be between a low digit and a high digit on a whisper 4 line. Well, no high digit can be next to another high digit here, because the difference between 6 through 9 is never 4. And no low digit can be next to a low digit on a whisper 4 line, because 1 through 4 is not 4 away from 1 through 4. So this has to be a 5, which forces this to be 1 and this to be 9. That means this is 1 and this is 4. This is the same digit as that, so it's 9. This can no longer be 5. This is 1 and 9 adding up to 10. That eliminates 1 in the rest of the row. This can't be 1, so this can't be 4. This 1 is the same digit as that, so this is 1 and 4. That eliminates 4 in the rest of the row. Where is the 5, then, in row 5? Cannot be the red digits, can't be next to an x, because 5 plus 5 only adds up to 10. So this has to be a 5 here. This has to be a 6 to be adding up to 10 here. This must be 2, 3, 7, 8, and this has to be 7 or 8 here. This 6 eliminates 6 in the box and the column. So this can't be 6. One can be next to, this is a high because it cannot be 5 because of the 5 in the box. So this is 6, 7, or 8. That must mean this is a low because you can't have 5 in the box. This is 2, 3, or 4, so this is low. So that's 2, 3, 4. It must be with 6, 7, or 8 to add up to 10. This cannot be 1 and 9 here. So where is the 1 in row 6? It has to be one of these 3, so 1 has to be either here or here. This 1, 4 pair eliminates 1 and 4 in the rest of the column, so this is a 2, 3 pair. That forces this to be 2 and 3, so this has to be 7 or 8. We have a 2, 3, 7, 8 quadruplet in this central box. That eliminates 2, 3, 7, 8 in the rest of the box. So that leaves this as 1, 4, 6, and 9. And this can't be 1, this can't be 1. So this must be 4, 6, or 9, but it can't be because of the palindrome, but it can't be 4 or 6, so that forces this to be 9, which makes that 9. That eliminates 9 in the rest of the box and the row. And this can't be 9, this can't be 9. 2 or 3 cannot be next to 5 on a whisper 4 line. So this is 7 and 8 as a pair. This must be either 6, 4, or 9, 1. We're not sure which. And this cannot be 9 here. So this has to be 6 here. So this is the same digit as that. That's 6 and 4. 6 can only be next to 2 out of 2 and 3 on a whisper 4 line. So this is 2, this is 3, which forces this to be 3. So this is 3 and 7, which makes this a 2, 8 pair. 2 and 8 eliminate 2 and 8 in the rest of the row. So this can't be 2, this is 3, this can't be 8, so it's 7. 7 can only be next to 1 and 2 on a whisper 5 line. So this has to be 2. This can't be 7 anymore. This is a high digit and cannot be 7 or 8. So this has to be 9. Which leaves these digits as 1, 5 as a pair. That doesn't work. This is 2 or 8. Huh. How did I mess up here? Uh, 6, 3. Oh, this doesn't even work as a whisper 5 line either. Hold up. What's going on? Okay, so this is low. This is definitely low, which is next to high on a whisper 5 line. So this is high, which makes this low, which makes this high, which makes that low, which makes this high. This is definitely a low. Adds up to 4. This has to be either, so this has a difference of 5 between them. Cannot be 3, 7 or 4, 6, so it's 1, 2, and this is 8, 9. These are low, so this must be high. This is high, which means this has to be high here, and is 8 or 9. This is high. This is low, which means this is low. Right? That makes this is high. Maybe this was wrong, but that doesn't seem... no, yeah, it does. This has to be high. It can't be 5. This has to be 5, right? Which means it's next to 1 and 9. Oh, boy. Okay, this is low, which means this is low, so this is high. One through 4 here, so this is low also. So this digit is the same as that. This is the same as that. This is 5 through 9. 5 through 9. 1 through 5. 1 through 5. These have to be 5 through 9 because they're next to 1 through 4. Obviously this can't be 4 because if this is 4, that would be next to 3 unique digits on a whisper 4 line, which it's not possible. So this can't be 1. This is 2, 3, or 4, so 7, 8, or 6, 7, or 8. This is 1 through 4. 1 through 4, 6 through 9. This can't be 4, though, so this can't be 1. This can't be 4, so this can't be 6. This is the same as that. No, this is the same as that. Yeah, I don't know. This has to be a 5. Because this is high. This has to be low. And this digit is in between them. So this has to be 5 with 1 and 9 there. But that seems to... Oh, maybe... Yeah, I messed this up. Okay, that was the problem. I, for some reason, thought these were part of the palindrome when they're not. Okay, that's the reasoning. Okay. So yeah, this is still correct. This is 5, this is 1, that's 9, this is 8, this is 8, that's 2. This is 9. This can't be 1 or 5. Yeah, this was the mistake. So this is 1. This is 4. This can't be 2 or 3. This must be 1 and 4. These can't be 8 anymore. This can't be a 1-4 pair. This is 2 and 3, so this is 2 and 3. So that was the issue, that I missaw this palindrome line. Apologies for that. This can't be 1. Where is the 5 in row 5? Cannot be next to an X, cannot be a high digit, so it must be here. So this is 5. Okay, this is a high digit next to is 2, so this is 7 or 9. This can't be 2 or 3. It could be 1 or 4, but this can't be 9 anymore because of the 9 in the row. 2 or 3 is next to 7 or 8. This can't be 4 then, because that would force this to be 9, and that's not allowed. So this is 1. 1 can be next to 7 or 9. 1 can be next to 5, 6, 7, or 9 here. This high digit could be a 6. So 6, 7, and 8 are all possible. This is 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. This can't be 4 because of the 4 in the column, so this can't be 6. This digit is the same as that digit, so it's 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, but we can't have 2, 8 here. So this can't be 2 or 8. So this can't be 2 or 8. It's either 3, 7, or 4, 6 here. Okay. So where is the 8 in row 5? It has to be one of these two digits, and it cannot be here. So this can't be 8. That eliminates 8 in the rest of the row. Or sorry, that means where is the 8? It has to be here. This is 8 and 2, which makes this 3. This is the palindrome, so this is 3. That eliminates 8 from here. This can't be 2 anymore. It's 3 or 4. So 8 has to be one of these. This can't be 8 or 9 because of the 8 and 9 in the row. This cannot be 1, 9 or 2, 8. It's 3, 7 or 4, 6. This must be 6 through 9. This is the same digit as that, so that's 9. These are the same digit. This is low. This must be high. It's 6, 7, or 8. This is 6 or 7 matching that 6 or 7. This 7 or 9 matches that 7 or 9. And since this is high and this is high, it's next to, this digit is next to both a low digit and a high digit. It must be 5. So this is 5, which makes this 9. That makes that 9. This can't be 5 or 9. So this is 6 or 7. This is 3, 6, or 7 then. This can't be 3 because of the 3 in the column. We have a 6, 7 pair in this lower right-hand box. That eliminates 6, 7 in the rest of the box. So this is 3. Therefore, this can't be 3. This is 6 or 7. That makes this 3 or 4 here. So this is a low, and this is a low, and this is high, which matches that high. This adds up to 10, and this has to be 4 or more away from 9. So it has to be 1 or 3. Cannot be 5 because 5 can't be next to an X. So this is 1, 3. This would have to be, cannot be 1 and 9, so it's 3 and 7. So this is 3 and 7. That makes this a 3 because it's the same digit. That makes that a 4, so this is 3 and 7, which makes this 7, that's a 6. 3 and 1 can be next to a high digit. These are lows. This is a high. This can no longer be 3 and 7. This is a 4, which means that's a 4. So this is 4 and 6. This is a high digit, but can't be 9, so it's 7 or 8. This cannot be 1 through 6. It can't be 7. It has to be 9. It can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. And this is the same digit as that, so it can't be 7, so this is 9. So So that is 9, which eliminates 9 here. We have 4 in this right central box. It cannot be here, and it can't be these two, so it must be here. That leaves a 1-2 pair in column 7. This can't be 1 because of the 1 in the row, so this is 2, which makes this 1. Whereas the 1 in row 3 can't be here because the 1 in the box, can't be here because 1 in the box, so it must be here. That gives us, whereas 1 in the central box cannot be here, so it must be here. Whereas 1 in column 4 cannot be here because 1 in the box, can't be here because 1 in the box, can't be here because 1 in the row, so this is 1. That gives us 8, 1, so we know where the last 1 has to be. It has to be there. This becomes a 2-8 pair here. This 7 eliminates 7 here, so this is 6, which makes that a 6. So this can no longer be 6. This has to be 5 or 7, but it can't be 5 because of the 5 in the row, so that must make this 7, which makes this 5. This 2-8 pair eliminates 2 and 8 in the rest of the row, so this can't be 8. This is 7, and this must make this a 6. This 7 means this can't be 3 or 7 as a pair, adding up to 10. So this can't be 6 because of the 6 in the row. So this is 4, which makes that 6. These can't be 5 or 9. This can't be 6 or 6. So this has to be 6 here because there's no other place for it in the column. Yeah, and the rest we're going to just be doing through Sudoku, though I guess this is a palindrome here. So this is 2 or... This cannot... Okay, so this cannot be 1 through 9. Can't be 1 with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 8 here. So this is 2, which forces that to be a 2 there. This 2 eliminates 2 here, so it's 8 and 2. And that's all the palindromes done. So... where can we figure out 2's? In this in row 1, where is the 2? Can't be here because the 2 in the box, can't be here because 2 in the box, can't be here because 2 in the column, so it has to be here. We're still kind of... Okay, so this digit has to be 8. Remaining digits in row 3 are 5 and 7, and this can't be 7 because of 7 in the column, so this is 5, that's 7. Remaining digits in column 9 are 4 and 9. This can't be 4 because of 4 in the row, so this is 9, that's 4. Okay. Remaining digits in column 4 are 5 and 6. This can't be 6 because of 6 in the box, so this is 5, that's 6. Remaining digits in column 5 are 2, 5, and 8. Well, 2 and 5 cannot be here, so that's 8. This can't be 5 because of 5 in the row, so that's 2, that's 5. Remaining digits in column 6 are 3, 4, and 8. 3 can't be here, so this is a 4, 8 pair. 4 can't be here because of 4 in the row, so this is 8, that's 4. That makes that 3. 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 7 and 8. That leaves this digit as a 5, and we have 3 and 7 here. This can't be 3 because of 3 in the column, so this is 7 and 3. Remaining digit... Okay, so we should have all the 1s now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 8 2s, so we know where the last 2 has to be. It has to be there. We should have 8 3s. We know where the last 3 has to be. It has to be there. We have 8 4s. We know where the last 4 has to be. It has to be there. 5s. We have 8 5s. We know where the last 5 has to be. It has to be there. 6s. We have 8 6s, so this has to be 6. 7s. This has to be 7. 8s. This has to be 8, and therefore this is a 9. And that's a solution. Yeah, apologies for that. I missaw this line. So I thought that this was continuing on as a palindrome line when it wasn't. So that was incorrect, and that's why I led to the wrong solution. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Learn How to Sudoku, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.